For more, we head out to the scene of the action where we say hello to Gary Parrish, our CBS College Hoops insider, here to break down what we saw and maybe what we didn't see on the UNC side of things. Just your general reaction coming out of this one. How shocked were you? How surprised were you by the final score of this game and not just the outcome?
Obviously surprised. I think anybody has to be surprised, even Kentucky fans who came here optimistic. You just don't expect North Carolina to no-show like that on such a big stage. It was a fairly embarrassing, humiliating performance for the Tar Heels, and given that it has happened under a first-year head coach, this is the type of thing, Joe, that, right or wrong, fairly or unfairly, people start to ask big questions about, whether North Carolina got the succession plan right after Roy Williams.
On the other side of this one, Coach Cal did speak about, putting a little bit of a challenge out in front of Severe Wheeler before this game, saying he's got to be the leader, he's got to be the guy. He was just that over this stretch of basketball. It's just one win in the win column against a name brand school, to be fair, but does this feel like more in the maturation of that young man?
I think so. I mean, he had taken some criticism in recent weeks, from his own fan base because he didn't play well in the loss at Notre Dame. And given the history of point guards at Kentucky, John Wall, De'Aaron Fox, Marcus T, he is limited relative to those guys. They all, played in the NBA. Some of them made hundreds of millions of dollars. Severe Wheeler probably not going to be on that same path, but he showed in this one he is a competent and capable college point guard. He got wherever he wanted to go against this North Carolina defense, and the main reason Kentucky was able to shoot above 50% from the field, it was because Severe Wheeler got to the rim and got good opportunities for his teammates.
Yeah, it seemed like he was playing downhill there at T-Mobile Arena. We appreciate you offering your insights. Before we let you go, it's all about adjustments at this point of the year. Give me the adjustments on each side of this matchup. Kentucky comes out the winner. Obviously, you're feeling good. Some tape to break down from a positive standpoint. UNC, the complete flip side of that coin. Where do you want to see these two teams develop over the next couple months?
Well, with Kentucky, let's see you get back-to-back notable wins over big-time programs. Next up is a game against Louisville that'll be just before Christmas, and obviously Chris Mack's Cardinals have struggled so far this season, losing earlier today to Western Kentucky. If you are John Calipari's Wildcats, you got to do a lot of what you did in this one and go ahead and knock that one out as well to have another signature victory before you start SEC play. And for North Carolina, Joe, over the years under Roy Williams, there were some principles that existed that just don't seem to exist anymore. And one of them was, their ability and commitment to offensive rebound. They, under Roy, were one of the best offensive rebounding teams nearly every single year, ranked literally #1 in the country last season in offensive rebounding percentage. They're not good this season on the offensive glass. Some of it is because they're emphasizing spacing and shooting. But when you only grab 5 offensive rebounds in a game against Kentucky where they are overwhelming you on the offensive glass and the defensive glass, that is obviously a big problem. And if North Carolina is going to get back to being what it was for so many years under Roy Williams, it does feel like some of that's got to be put back into place.
It was a matchup painted in blue, but he's always got 100 on black. Our guy, Gary Parrish, weighing in from Las Vegas. Thank you, Gary.
Thanks.